Greetings, YouTube. When it comes to bad luck and crystals, especially 6-star crystals, this is probably one of the worst couple weeks of my channel. And a lot of you have told me that you have recently also opened, at best, average trash that you hope someday might be when you thought Colossus was trash, or Magneto was trash, or even Kingpin was trash. But for now, you can't use these champions and you're burnt out. And some of you out there, including my man Triumphant, have all the rank up materials you'd ever need to take a 6-star up, but you don't have the luck in the RNGesus, which is always in the RNJudas. And so it is worth noting, Mr. JR, shout out to him, hit me up this weekend and said, Prof, given how hard it is, especially in the 6-star crystal, to land somebody that can really help you clear content, I think it's worth mentioning and revisiting a promise that we had for, at the latest, around this time in 2021. At the earliest, which we know now was way too early and way too optimistic, the end of 2020. But we really do have a problem right now in the community of people being burnt out because of bad luck. Particularly when you want 6-star champions over 5-star champions with the bonuses that a 6-star champion gets to help you clear Act 7, and we know that that is only going to continue with the 7-2 beta and the bonus it gives you for bringing in 6-star attackers. So in the fall check-in, we had a bunch of stuff that we talked about, right? The future of quests, Book 2, Chapter 1, Cavalier difficulty, all this stuff. Summer of Pain was pushed back. I remember Pep 1000 was asking me, whatever happened to that Summer of Pain? Amping up alliances, blah, 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 all of this. But when you scroll all the way down, champions of the contest, we had Magneto, Punisher 29.9, Falcon and Gambit, dual class crystals, feature hero improvements. Here we go. The Wish Crystal. Elements of the Wish Crystal design are in progress, but as it is a pretty big cost on the front end, building new screens, controlling how you choose your champions, communicating how it works in game, it may take longer than our original timeline. We aren't moving it just yet, but given all the other things we're trying to build, it may get delayed a quarter. Well, we now know that's the case. That being said, we will look for ways to make improvements along the lines of the Wish Crystal for the original timeline of late 2020, which, as I said before, we know is not happening because it's now 2021. Early 2021 if we have to delay. Well, now it's almost March of 2021, and if you break that down by quarters, if there's 12 months in a year, each quarter is 3 months. And so we are now about to be in the 3rd month of March, which means if they wanted to keep this at the first quarter of 2021, we would need this crystal to be released no later than the end of March. Now, who knows, other than the Kabam developers, if that is realistic at this point. But I do think this is the kind of thing summoners need to get excited about in the game. It's a fun game, and yes, every month there's new champions and new quests and new side quests, but it is pretty much the same kind of content every week, especially when it comes to Alliance Quest and Alliance War, and that's fine, especially if you're just doing Alliance Quest to get glory or War to get rewards. But at the same time, when Kabam injects something new and exciting, it does give the player base another reason to stay. And so I just think this is what we need. Like, we need the Wish Crystal. We need more control over the outcomes and less chance. The motto of my channel in 2020, which I have carried over to 2021, is more choice, less chance. Because as exciting as it is to land on an Apocalypse or a Doctor Doom or a Cosmic Ghost Rider, the list goes on and on, most of the time you're going to be landing on an Iron Fist. You're going to be landing on an OG Cap, an OG Spidey. You're going to be rolling over from the aforementioned Doctor Doom to a 6-star inferior Iron Man. And I love that Kabam is still planning on giving us more buffs of older champions. We really need that. But at the same time, it takes a while, of course, as it should. And so this Wish Crystal, which has been, I guess, behind the scenes in the works for at least 6 or 7 months, I just think it could be really an exciting thing. And who knows? Maybe with the spring cleaning event kind of around the corner in the next couple months, maybe they'll save the wish crystals for the first time to purchase on those days. Kabam has been known to do that, particularly with Nexus crystals, and I expect that will be the case again. But at the same time, like when people say, Prof, I just haven't got a good pull in so long, what do you think I should do? I really want to be like, hey man, just wait till wish crystals come out. I think that's going to be a much better bang for your buck. Because to be honest, dual class crystals have not been great for me. I have had better luck in the basic 5-star than the dual class 5-star. I actually don't care, and the pool isn't big enough to really justify this right now anyways. I don't really care about going for a dual class as a 6-star. That's a great question to post in this video, though. Would you spend 10,000 6-star shards on a dual class 6-star eventually, or do you think the basic is still what you would go with? Comment below that answer, and thanks again to JR for sending this question over to the channel. It was definitely worth discussing, and I do think now is the time for the wish crystal to be introduced into the contest.